My friends went to go see that in theaters.
What? Well, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to support Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg.
It was really bad. I was like, what is going on with this? And it was right from the first shot is an AI created shot, and you can tell
Oh,
of this motel. I'm like, that looks like a fake motel. Why would they do this?
That sucks.
And Topher Grace is randomly in it. Topher Grace is the only saving grace because he's like, oh wow, I didn't mean to do that.
That's a TikTok. That's a TikTok. And that's how you do it.
Whose beauty killed the beast?
Not quite like them.
Hang on, and I'll cut you like a fish.
You just gotta keep living, man.
No, it's guys in action.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine.
Put that cookie down!
Why do I fall in love with every woman I see who shows me the least bit of attention?
I love you.
You are one pathetic loser.
Wow.
Hi.
We're back in Justin's kitchen.
Yeah, we're back in the kitchen, and you're back at the house in Vegas, huh?
Yeah, no longer live in Hollywood.
That's good now because I'm pretty sure your apartment building burnt up.
It was ridiculously old, I realized.
Yeah, you were the first person I called or I texted because I was super worried.
Oh yeah, all those fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you thought I was just talking about the building.
I thought you just meant the old building. Yeah, I forgot there was
no.
the big fires. Yeah, that
Fires
was near
were
there.
right by where you were because most of that area got up in smoke.
A lot of it was it was pretty bad. I was out of there by that time though, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good.
But that was devastating. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. It's been almost a year and a half since we've done a podcast, so there's a lot to catch up on.
There is.
I don't even know where to start. I mean,
Well, I can start by saying I'm sorry. I'm the one that I've been on limbo.
the podcast could have continued, but yeah, we decided to take a break to do life stuff and focus on other things, and it
Which was a huge mistake.
really.
We realized that life too crazy. We need to go back to the movies.
It was a long year and a half. We didn't do a session for all of 2024, but 2025 we're back.
Which is crazy.
What, 2024?
Yeah, I felt like that we did do one, but I guess we didn't because the last one was 2023.
Yeah, we did. You did the last thing we did on History of Popcorn was your Christmas special.
Oh,
in 2023.
Yeah,
2023.
That was something. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I hope we get more of those. Those would be fun to
Oh,
do.
100%. I got some ideas.
I don't have a full episode planned today. I just kind of wanted to see where you are in life and tell people where we are in life and stuff, you know?
Play catch
It's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some big news of History of Popcorns on TikTok now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hopefully I can figure out how to do that.
Hell yeah.
Get clicks, because apparently TikTok is where it's at.
TikTok is where it's at. That's where all the kids are.
So follow us on TikTok. Just History of Popcorn. Oh, I brought this out for you.
Aww.
It's my Christmas
I didn't know
Story
if that was
mug.
Donnie Darko or a Christmas Story, but now, yeah, that's a Christmas
Yeah,
Story.
it could go either way. It's kind of weird because it's all not shaped correctly.
Oh, weird. Did somebody make that for you?
I don't think so. I think this was bought in a place. This was bought somewhere, so it just looks like that. I don't know why. It's kind of hard to drink without spilling.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But
it looks
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's cute. I love it.
I think you should be him every Halloween.
I
think
have that costume still.
I know. I think you should be him every year.
If we do an Easter Day special, I will definitely wear it.
I guess for people who aren't on the visual podcast, it's what's his name?
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Christmas
Christmas
Story.
There we go. Brain fart.
What's his name?
I haven't talked about movies in so long. I forgot everything about movies.
Yeah, same. I just recently started getting into watching stuff again. I still haven't.
You started to play catch up from all the major movies.
Because the only movie that I really watched last year, in the Oscars, was A Real Pain. That was it.
Oh yeah, and even then you watched that a month and a half ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Just right before.
Yeah.
When they put it on Hulu, or is it right before? Right.
It was right when they put it on Hulu. You texted me saying that was on there, and I was in the mood to cry, so I put it on.
Yeah, it was good. It was really
It's
good.
great. I watched it like 5 times.
Did you think that Jesse Eisenberg was robbed of original screenplay?
Yes. What one again? It was Enora, huh?
I think a Nora one, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of Sean Baker. I tried watching Enora. I had to turn it off. It's not that it was bad. It was just super stressful. And I'm just really shocked that the Academy went for that. But, the Academy is weird. So I thought for sure it was going to be The Brutalist. And I thought that Jesse Eisenberg was a shoo-in for Best Original Screenplay. Either that or The Substance. But
yeah, The Substance was crazy. You saw that one?
I saw The Substance, but I was pretty inebriated when I was watching it, so I don't really remember too much of it. I remember the fucked up parts.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep toward the end. Like the last 15 minutes, I was in and out of sleep because it was like 7 a.m. We watched it overnight, and me and my brother, he gave it a 5. He said it's 5 stars. I gave it like 4, but that's because I fell asleep toward the end, and that's when it gets really crazy. So I was like, I liked everything up to that, so I can only assume that the ending would have been like more of the same, but I guess that's where it goes crazy. So I have to watch the last 15 minutes again because I missed the whole ending.
I still can't. Yeah, you could probably do that. I still can't believe that Margot Qualley got robbed and then went to Ariana Grande for Best Supporting Actress in nominations.
I thought Ariana Grande was going to be a black horse. I thought, is that what they say, where they sneak in?
A dark horse.
Dark horse. I haven't done speaking in a while. I guess I should just do the intro and then we can just start talking again. I mean, it's so exciting to be talking to you again after. Now, it's not like me and him haven't talked in a year. We've been talking.
Yeah.
Just not broadcasting it. Mm-hmm. But, all right. I haven't done this in a long time.
Pick up the energy.
Welcome to History of Popcorn. Consider this your secret public movie club. We are a podcast that celebrates all things movies. We react to the latest industry news and speculation. We do movie reviews and discuss just about everything movies and entertainment. We have new episodes every Tuesday, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple, or anywhere you listen to podcasts, as well as a visual episode on YouTube. And now TikTok. You can watch our clips on TikTok. Hello. We are your hosts. I'm Elijah.
I'm Justin.
And we're happy you're here. Yeah, it's been like over a year. So this is going to be a recap of what we've been doing with our lives and the things we've been watching and all that stuff. There might be a little movie news sprinkled in. This episode that comes off the top of my head, I have 2 things written down that I want to talk about or ask you about. But until then, I guess, what have you been watching? You said you just watched Riff Raff, the Bill Murray, Pete Davidson movie. I feel like I can't call it that because not a spoiler, but Pete Davidson's not in as much as I thought he would be.
No, yeah,
Neither is Bill Murray, but they're impactful because they're the villains of the movie. They're the villains of the movie.
They're definitely. I wish the movie focused more on them because I thought their chemistry was so great. There's just one scene where they're like trying to find, because the story's all over the place. Like they're trying to kill. I'm not even gonna get into the story. It's a crime. It's like a '90s throwback crime thriller, basically. And,
is it a New Year's movie? It's a New Year's movie.
It's a New Year's movie, yeah. But Bill Murray and Pete Davidson are assassins. They're trying to find Ed Harris's character, and there's one part where they encounter with Ed Harris's neighbors, and that entire sequence was so fucking great and so funny and so chilling and dark.
I'm glad I'm like happy they dragged it out for as long as they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked up Riff Raff, and this is what showed up.
Oh yeah, the rapper. I'm surprised he didn't try suing them yet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's my name.
I was gonna show them a picture, but it's okay. Riff Raff.
Dude, you know what? I started watching because it just came out last night, and I didn't, or this morning, and I thought it was already out. The Studio, the new Seth Rogen Apple TV show.
You started watching it.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes came out, and I will say this: it is very, very. If you know about the movie business, it's super entertaining. There's so many inside jokes.
Yeah, if you're a fan of History of Podcast or even listening to this as someone who's actually interested, you will enjoy The Studio because it's like Entourage meets like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
100%.
It's very jarring though. It made me feel dizzy watching. One, because of how it's shot, and because of how anxiety ridden it is. It's just like endless problems on top of another. But it does such a good job so far.
I just think honestly that Seth Rogen shouldn't have been in it. I don't think he should have been the lead. I think he's miscast. Only because they have Ike Barinholtz and they have him, but then they have like they're together and they're both like the producers or the studio heads. Or he's Seth Rogen's made studio head and he's like his like little assistant or whatever. We don't really know what the hell Ike Barinholtz is doing.
He's like one step down from the studio.
Yeah. But then they're trying to get the Kool-Aid movie going, and so they get Nicholas Stoller. They get a meeting with Nicholas Stoller, who directed them in Neighbors. But Nicholas Stoller is playing Nicholas Stoller, but then they're not talking about other stuff that they've done with Seth Rogen. So like that right there, I know it's a show, and it's like, but it's so like
that took you out of it.
Grounded. 100% took me out of it. I thought that it was super weird.
Yeah, they're definitely collaborating with all the people they've collaborated with in the past.
Yeah. The one shots are crazy though. The one shots are amazing.
It's insanely shot. Mm-hmm. Like it's dizzying.
Yeah.
Literally. We watched it on the projector and I was like, whoa, I feel like I'm on a ride.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine.
But it's good. It's really entertaining. It's so quick that I feel like you have to watch it again to catch everything. But it's very good. Quick dialogue. And Martin Scorsese plays himself.
Yeah, that was so funny.
First episode.
That was the first episode.
It was very good. I'm excited to see that one play out. But you said you didn't get through all of Anora, right?
No, I had to turn it off halfway through because I was already going through. It was late, and I was already going through like a mental thing, and the movie was not helping at all. And I thought it was gonna like pick up, but then right when the gangsters or the mob came in, the Russian mob. That's when I was like, I need a break from this.
Did you get far enough into it where I described it as Hangover meets Uncut Gems? Did you get to that point where it was kind of like...
Yes.
Just very intense?
Super intense. Yes, 100%. And that's what... That's the perfect way to put it, though. Because somebody actually said, my buddy Eric, he said it's Pretty Woman meets Uncut Gems. But The Hangover meets Uncut Gems, I think, is a better because it's
all about
chaotic.
Searching for someone.
Yeah, it's searching for someone. It's super chaotic, just like but it's like it's chaotic and funny, like The Hangover, like because it's kind of screwball-y and ridiculous, but it's super intense and grounded, like Uncut Gems. And the editing,
the stakes
insane.
Seem so real too.
Yeah,
just like
you
don't know what they could do, what could happen.
Yeah, and a lot of boobs.
Oh yeah, I think they get the first like 20 minutes. They're like, yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah, yeah. You see a lot of Mikey Madison, which can't complain there, I guess.
Yeah, Oscar winner.
I know, which is crazy, dude. Like I can't believe that she got it over Demi Moore. Like there's
Demi
something
Moore,
about
that's
that.
who you thought was going to win.
Oh, 100%. I thought Demi Moore was going to take that. She got everything else. That's why it was shocking.
Yeah, from all the other ones. If they win all the awards and the other awards, they usually don't win the Oscars.
Yeah,
like, look at what happened
besides Adrian Brody.
Yeah, and Kieran Culkin. Kieran won everything, and he deserved it. He was so good.
He deserved it. I love Kieran Culkin. That's my favorite movie. I love A Real Pain.
He was so good. Yeah, what else has stood... Like, have you been watching shows? Because it's been like the TV era the last like couple months. I feel like because I've been watching a lot of television shows over movies lately.
I started rewatching Poker Face before the new season comes out.
Oh, good, yeah.
And I love that show so much. And also, I started watching for the first time Abbott Elementary.
Oh, really?
Which is amazing. Super heartfelt.
I've only our friend Chris told me to watch that, and we watched it a little bit when we were in San Francisco. But I only watched the episodes with the Sunny cast, the Sunny crossover.
That was the first one that I watched. And then
that was your introduction,
yeah. And then because I just wanted to, I was just super curious how that was going to go. But it's a cute show. It's one of those shows that like if you're having a bad day, it immediately puts a smile on your face because the dialogue is so funny. Like the way I'm so sick of the mockumentary style of shows, sitcoms. And the show like reinvented it for me. Like the way that they do the mockumentary stuff, it's actually really smart. And it's a really good one. But other than that, I've just been doing a lot of reality TV. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a sucker for reality TV lately.
Reality TV's just been your separation from reality.
Yeah, I've been watching The Traitors. This is hosted by
Well,
Alan
that's a
Cumming.
reality show?
Yeah,
Oh.
that show is
I've only seen
insane.
the poster. I didn't know it was that.
It's great. There's 3 seasons, and if you haven't watched The Traitors, do yourself a favor, get a Peacock subscription and watch it because it's addicting and
Is
it's
it a
stressful.
competition show?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's amazing, and it's something like where the first season and the third season are great. The second season is whatever, but
Okay.
yeah. But then there's also Deal or No Deal Island. I've been watching because I blame my mom for that one.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, Deal or No Deal and Survivor had a baby. It sounds
is
stupid.
that still
but it
Howie
works.
Mandel or no?
No, it's Joe Magniello.
Oh wow.
Magic
Wow, that's-
Mike Triple XL.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's good. I feel like I've been because you're not the like I've talked about Deal or No Deal Island quite a bit, and everybody's like I've never heard of it. So I feel like Deal or No Deal needs.
What
to
is it
pay
on?
me.
Is that
It's on
YouTube?
Peacock.
Okay, Peacock.
Is it on YouTube?
Is that a real thing?
It is a real thing. It's not like the fucking Beast games.
I watched Beast Games. That was pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, my mom. I can't stand Mr. Beast. He scares me.
I could see why. I could see that.
Yeah, he scares me.
Some about him. He's a little detached. I know. Well, actually, I know a lot of people that are auditioning for the new season because they just put out the casting call for
The
season
new season
2.
for Beast Games?
Yeah, people are auditioning.
They're still
for
doing
right
it,
now.
even though all that controversy?
They found out they all those controversies were proven wrong. That they're just trying
Oh,
to
really?
exploit the show, and they're like, the show and producers and Amazon were like, "Look, we have receipts. This is what happened," and it just was proven wrong. It's really hard to go against Amazon at this point.
Yeah. they're trying to Baldoni them.
I don't know what that means.
It's a Blake Lively thing that's been going on.
Oh, that's one of my things. I was going to ask you what's going on with Blake Lively. and Ryan
I
Reynolds.
have so many things to talk about.
Because I have no idea whose side am I supposed to be on?
I'm mainly on. We'll dive into that. What have you been watching?
I've been watching a lot of stuff. I kind of want to show you my letterboxd and see what you think.
I'm down.
Let's see. So last night,
The Replacements,
early this morning,
nice.
I just watched The Replacements for the first time. In
Hell
honor
yeah.
of Gene Hackman. My brother's been trying to watch it since Gene Hackman died,
It's a great one.
and so I finally watched it. I gave it 3.5. It was good.
Yeah,
It was good.
it's another one of those movies that would have been better if Keanu Reeves was not in it.
He does kind of stand out where it seems like every other cast member, like Jon Favreau, kills it in that movie where he plays an
Oh,
angry
yeah.
guy. All the people all the side characters sell it for me, but Keanu Reeves was kind of just like showed up.
Yeah, he's not good in that movie.
But it was very 2000s. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Novocaine, I think, is one of my favorite movies this year.
I want to see it so bad.
It was really creative. I didn't know Ray Nicholson was in it, so having Jack Quaid and Ray Nicholson having the Nepo babies in it was actually really surprising. I liked it. Mickey 17 was a little disappointing for me.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3 out of 5 because it feels like it's 2 different movies put into one.
I've heard that from multiple people. And you said that Mark Ruffalo, you hated him in the movie, huh?
Yeah, not even for what he's like playing. It's how he's playing this character. He feels like the only one. He feels like he's in a different movie. Everybody else seems somewhat grounded in reality, except for him, and he just seems over the top. And I feel like Bong Joon-ho wasn't able to tame him in any way. They just let him loose. But yeah, I was really looking forward to that one. That was my most anticipated. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy and say the books are better. There's 2 books about Mickey 7, which is based off. The books are way better because the movies focus on the wrong thing. They change what the problem is. They sort of make it like I don't know. Bong Joon-ho, he likes to make it like political and class, talking about class differences and environmentalism. And they kind of lean toward that direction from the book, which is very minor in the book, and they just expand on it. The Monkey, I thought it was going to be fun.
Damn, you gave it 2.5, huh?
I thought it was going to be fun. It does its job. It's enjoyable. That's like completely average because it's 2.5 out of 5. It's okay. It's real.
Yeah.
It's like I want to say like a Final Destination where you're like, well, what's going to happen? But then the third act I don't know.
I'm gonna have to watch it because I was literally gonna watch that. I was gonna watch that this morning.
It was fun to watch. I don't need to watch it again. I wasn't blown away by anyone. Elijah Wood's in it, and I was like, I hope he's in it a lot, but he's not. I know. He's in it, and I was like,
Really?
I wanted him more. Yeah.
Interesting.
Love Hurts is a terrible movie.
Oh,
It's
man.
style over substance. It looks really cool, but everything else doesn't work.
That sucks. I feel bad for him.
He didn't make it. He's just in it.
Yeah, I know,
He'll be
but
fine.
still.
He's an Oscar winner. He's already
Yeah.
in Marvel, and I think he's gonna be in a Star Wars project.
Yeah, I think he's already in Star Wars. I think he's in the Skeleton Crew.
I don't remember.
I could be
hearing that.
wrong.
I don't think he was. Riff Raff I gave 3.5.
Yeah, no, I would give Riff Raff a solid, like, yeah, I would probably give it 3.5 as well. The performances are what to watch. Jennifer Coolidge is fucking hilarious. Even though she's playing herself, she's so funny.
It's funny you say that because I was like, that's the first time I didn't really see Jennifer Coolidge in it because she didn't do
Really?
her voice. She kind of put on a little bit of a voice, which was different. I've never seen her act outside of that box of. I mean, she's still like a blonde, like a dumb blonde
Right.
type of, but she does it in a way that I was convinced that she was acting.
Yeah, dude, Bill Murray he's great in it because him playing like a ruthless crime boss or like a just killer. I guess he's not really a crime boss. He's more of just the killer. I thought he did great. Like I thought that his all of his dialogue was great. His chemistry with Pete Davidson. If the movie was just them, I think it would have been way.
That's how
better.
they marketed it, which is weird
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah,
it's a vehicle for what's his name, the other guy, the son,
Bill Pullman's kid.
yeah, Bill Pullman's kid,
Yeah, which he looks just like him. It's scary.
Lewis Pullman.
Yes, Lewis Pullman.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I'm excited to see more of him.
Dude, that kid though, the kid that plays the kid that narrates it and everything, I thought he was unbearable, dude.
Yeah, he took me out of it. That's also why I gave it 3.5.
You remind me of Mandy or Manny in Modern Family.
Yeah, a little bit. I think that was the point. I feel like he's an older actor, and they de-aged him by like maybe 7 years.
Yes, no, 100%. I totally agree, and I think that he just has that cadence that just like it's so actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's flat.
It's not. Yeah, it's very flat. I feel like they needed somebody more grounded.
He remembered the
for that
dialogue.
part.
He didn't act the dialogue.
Yes. Oh, that's the perfect. Yes, that's the perfect way to put it because he's so stiff, and you can tell that he's trying to nail every single piece of dialogue. That's the perfect way to put it.
I watched. I can't remember her name right now. The director of The Substance's first movie called Revenge. That movie's messed up.
Yeah, you gave it 4 stars.
It's so good though. Like it is.
Yeah, you like your messed up,
but
movies.
it's very violent. I actually don't.
But
I
sometimes do.
I guess there's some that are really Flight Risk is one of the worst movies I've seen. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what I couldn't put myself to watch that movie. My friends went to go see that in theaters.
What? Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to support Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg.
It was really bad. I was like, what is going on with this? And it was right from the first shot is an AI created shot, and you can tell of this motel. I'm like, that looks like a fake motel. Why would they do this? And Topher Grace is randomly in it. Topher Grace is the only saving grace because he's like, oh wow, I didn't mean to do that.
That's a TikTok. That's a TikTok. And that's how you do it.
He's the only good one in it. It felt like if they stuck with what the movie he was making, it would have been an okay movie, maybe 2 stars. But Mark Wahlberg, the main girl, who I don't even know is who she is, all 3 of them were making. There's 3 characters in a plane, and all 3 of them were making a different movie. So The Gorge I liked more than I thought I would. I gave it 3.5.
I don't even know what The Gorge is.
That's Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller, Apple TV movie.
I never even heard of that one.
Really? It was about a guy who did Sinister and the Black Phone.
Oh,
Scott Derrickson. Yeah, it was really good. The world was really, really creative and original, so I gave it points for originality.
Cashback, huh, dude? I haven't thought about that movie in forever.
That's one of the movies that made me want to start making movies. So I rewatch
Cashback
it
is
like
good.
once a year, and I look at the reviews on Letterboxd, and everyone's talking about how gross it is and how sick it is because there's
It's
this
not
guy.
even- It's not even that bad. It's, I mean,
They're like
from what I remember, it's
they're over sexualizing it in a way that is they're like because it's about this artist who like paints and draws. He deals with insomnia, and then at one point he like suspends reality because in his mind he can freeze time. The whole thing's about like time and all this stuff. So he freezes time, and then he works in a grocery store and he draws women naked and their bodies and stuff. And they're like, that's such a predatory thing to do. It's like, I think they do it. I think they do it in a good way that's tasteful and not like uncomfortable. It's not like he's touching these women or like assaulting them. He's creating art, and I don't know. It's if you look at the reviews for Cashback, a lot of people are really disgusted by it nowadays.
I would have
but
to
in 2006. In 2006, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah,
that's not when I watched it, but when it came out, it was a different time, which is hard to say.
That was like the movie. That was like the time when like Eternal Sunshine and everything was coming out, so everybody was like really into the
tasteful art. Like what is the word? Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite movies. It goes on my top 4 all the time, off and on. Companion, I was disappointed in, but I still gave it 3 stars. It does its job. 3 stars. It's above average movie. I wanted to like it more, but it kind of gets what is the word?
Muddled.
Follows the. I don't know. It does what it does, and you're like, okay, yeah, they kept with all the beats of a movie. I rewatched all the Indiana Jones except for the first one because I'd seen it so much, and I ended up liking Kingdom of the Crystal Skull more than I remembered. I was
Looks like you like Dial of Destiny as well, huh?
I love Dial of Destiny. Like, there's so much suspending of reality that people lose track that Indiana Jones has always dealt with.
Right.
Supernatural stuff. And people are like, aliens are too far. And it's like, no, it's not. If you believed everything else that he did, it's not too far.
Yeah. I didn't mind Dial of Destiny, but I just thought it was very forgettable. And I could not with the de-aging.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was okay. It was, yeah.
That was the only thing. And then the scene with him on the horse, like you can totally tell that's not his, it's his face on somebody else's body.
His face like doesn't even move. It's just it's just like rendered in that spot.
Yeah. But that entire sequence is fucking awesome though. I did like that.
They probably could have just recast, but that probably would have taken people out.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did with, well, I guess there's a big difference with River Phoenix in the third one. But Wolfman, I wanted to like. I still gave it 3.5 for its intensity and camera work. I rewatched Due Date. That movie's still
I was gonna say you gave Due Date 1.5.
Yeah, Due Date's doesn't stand the test of time. It's just boring, and they just want the dialogue to be funny. There's not a lot of actual comedy in it. But I watched it because I watched Senior, which was the Robert Downey Jr. Documentary about his dad, which I had never heard about him, which was really cool to watch. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna watch Due Date. Not a good choice for a double feature. There's this movie called Chain of Fools, which was really good, from 2000 with Jeff Goldblum and Elijah Wood and Steve Zahn and all these people. Loved it. I'd never heard of it.
I totally
watched
forgot
it.
About that movie.
Randomly put it on. Rewatched Mystery Men. That movie, I think they should do a sequel because superheroes are in right now. Wild Robot was good.
Yeah. Dave Made a Maze, dude. I love that movie so much.
There's all these crazy movies I watched when my cousin came to visit. He's like, "You've never seen Dave?" And he made me watch all these movies, like Book of Clarence and Dave Made a Maze. He made me watch The Sea Beast, which is a Netflix original. That movie's really good. I gave that 4 stars. We watched Mayhem, which was also really good with Stephen Young.
Mayhem is crazy.
It gets crazy. And then, Substance, I
Dumb
gave 4
and Dumber
stars.
is the highest. I love you so much. Dumb and Dumber is the highest that I see so far.
So far, yeah. 4.5 stars and loved it.
That's a great one.
That was great. I'll always love that one. It's just a perfect movie. Almost.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else stood out?
Back in Action. I watched that one.
Which one?
Back in Action. That was disappointing as hell.
It was generic as
very It was generic. So generic. If Cameron Diaz wasn't in it, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz was the only reason I watched it. I don't like Jamie Foxx as an actor that much. I haven't seen Ray. What movie would you recommend?
Ray is great.
What movie would you recommend if you're not a Jamie Foxx fan then?
Ray and Collateral. Collateral is absolutely amazing. Collateral is one of my favorite movies of all time. Ray is a really great performance. Like he really does. Yeah, he transforms.
Did you see A Complete Unknown yet?
I have not. I can't do it. I can't. I tried watching. So I watched like a 5-minute clip of A Complete Unknown, and I couldn't do it. I see Timothy Chalamet doing a voice. You know what I mean? I can't watch those movies anymore. Those biopics, especially musical biopics, I think they're so cringy. Like I just say, just watch Walk Hard.
I've never seen that one yet, so I haven't
great.
had that taste ruined, or not ruined, but I haven't had that taste of the parody yet.
And I still like there are plenty of biopics that I like. Like Rocket Man's amazing because it's not generic. It's doing something different. I think, and like I haven't seen Better Man yet, and I want to, but that seems like it's another. If they do something like that, I'm totally in. I'm totally interested because then you're not totally focused on them doing the voice and doing like that's the greatest thing about Rocket Man is that he doesn't really sound like him. He doesn't really sing like him. He doesn't really look like him, but you're in it because he's
capturing the
essence of Elton John.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. But something like A Complete Unknown, I love Timothy Chalamet too, and I think he looks like him. He does sound like him. He sings like him, but I just know it's not him. If that makes any sense.
I rewatched all the Pirates. They're all good.
Baby.
I like them all, even the one that I like them all. I have a problem with them making Jack Sparrow the main character. Like the last two, they make him the main character, and those ones don't really work. He's best as a comedic relief on the side that deals with his own thing and then have a main storyline with these other characters. Me and my brother had this huge argument. Like, who's the main character of Pirates of the Caribbean? Everyone's going to say, well, it's Johnny Depp. He's the face of the franchise. I don't think he's the main character. He never was. Because he's not the first person you see in the movie. You see Will Turner and Elizabeth.
Yeah. I would say it was Elizabeth.
Yeah, me too.
Especially in the first one.
That's my 2 cents of that.
I never saw Dead Men Tell No Tales. I totally forgot about that movie.
Is that the last? I think that's the last one, right?
Yeah.
That's where they bring it back and they make it a little bit better because they bring back Will Turner at the end and stuff. Watched Gone in 60 Seconds for the first time. 3.5 stars. That's good. I gave Tower Heist 3.5 as well. I had seen it before, but I rewatched it. Chaos Theory with Ryan Reynolds.
Dude, you're bringing me back.
I like that one. I had never seen it. That one's really fun. It felt like a early 2000s, which it kind of is. 2008. Yeah, it is. It felt like it. It felt like it's time that it was made.
That was back when Ryan Reynolds was making interesting movies and wasn't doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I showed Billy Joe, my brother, Good Will Hunting.
Amazing.
Gave it 5 stars. I think he gave it 4.5 or something. Anchorman 2 is still bad.
Oh, awful.
Wicked was awesome. 4.5.
Still need to see it.
It's good. Real Pain, 4 stars. Didn't give it.
Love it.
Felt like I should have given it more. It was kind of
I would have given that 5.
A little bit. Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, we were gonna watch all the Riddick movies, but we didn't get past 2.
Yeah, because it's awful.
It is very weird. It goes in a different direction, but they're still making another one. Vin Diesel's shooting the 4th one now.
Jesus Christ!
Or finished it. Well, rewatched all the Jurassic Parks. They're okay. First 2 are good. 3rd one I loved because it came out when I was a child, and that was the one I saw in theaters. Nosferatu, 3.5. A little disappointed.
I like Nosferatu.
Let's see. Now, just getting to the Christmas era. Yeah, that's about it. 4.5 for Honora.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist, you gave 5. I love you, dude.
Yeah, that was a movie from my childhood. That's the one that I can. We quote that movie so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a quick review of what I've been watching recently.
I'm gonna have to get one of those. I do have a letterbox. I just never.
Yeah,
I just never
I was gonna end that segment with you need to get letterbox so we can do that and look at your past reviews of movies because it's a good way to keep track too.
I still have all my reviews from I have the highlights on my Instagram, but I haven't done that in forever too. I don't remember the last movie that I reviewed on Instagram.
Oh yeah, you used to do Instagram reviews.
I used to do that quite a bit.
You really fell off the internet scene for a while. You don't use Twitter anymore either. I've sent you stuff on Twitter, no response.
No, somebody hacked my Twitter.
Oh, so you just haven't yet? Okay, well you gotta make a new account.
I got this thing saying my email changed and a bunch of different things changed in my Twitter. And
is that why your Twitter is full of porn now?
Is that what it is?
No, it's not. I'm just kidding.
I was I wouldn't be surprised. No, that was me.
That was before.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't be surprised though.
You haven't tweeted anything since.
No,
there's nothing. There's no activity. I don't know why someone would take it.
Yeah, I think it's because I watch movies illegally and like I'm not. So I think that I need to change my Google too because I think that's creeping.
Right.
I need to get what's it called, a VPN. Like
Hey,
very
this
soon.
episode's sponsored by VPN.
So, yeah, sponsored by
NordVPN.
VPN. Every time I watch a Double Toasted review or just any reviews and they talk about it, I always like, I never need that. And then I lost my Twitter. I lost my Instagram like 3 years ago because of the same thing. I was like, you know what? I need a VPN.
Yeah, so those were well, that's what I've been watching for the past year.
Hell yeah, dude.
There was supposedly today. I guess here's a little movie news for you. I know you're not big in comic book movies anymore since in a while. What was the last one that you were really excited for?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and that was good.
It was enjoyable,
I wasn't a huge fan, but
it's not good as a standalone movie. It's good for an industry
no.
movie. If you're like,
Yeah.
if you're watching this podcast or something, then you know like all the jokes they were made for. It was made for us to enjoy, but
it's not like Deadpool and Deadpool 2 where you don't need to know. It's just a fun movie to watch.
a lot of inside jokes in the new one. Because I saw it with my parents who didn't really know what's going on. They didn't like it. They're like, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah,
So it's
right.
like, okay, that makes sense.
Wesley Snipes coming back though was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that was my brother's dream come true.
Everybody was talking about Chris Evans being the highlight, but no. When I saw Wesley Snipes, I was like, he's like, there's only gonna be one Blade. I was like, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yep, that's that.
And supposedly Gambit's coming back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Is Marvel was teasing an announcement that was gonna surpass the excitement of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, and they announced it today. The big announcement. I watched it. Do you want to know what it was?
5 hours long.
5 hours of just them revealing
Slowly.
the director chairs one by one,
bad.
and it took 5 hours.
So bad.
And it wasn't even like, and it just said Avengers Doomsday is now in production.
The 5 hour thing, they're just so desperate now. Marvel is so desperate to be relevant again, and it's like it's so cringy.
It was intense,
especially with them getting everybody back that said they were not going to come back. If you look at their careers, you understand why they came back. Like Chris Hemsworth isn't making like any headlines. Like all of his movies have bombed. Chris Evans, all of his movies are bombing. Like it's like, but yet Scarlett Johansson's like, I'm not coming back. I'm telling you, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I still think she is. I'm pretty sure she is though. But so this was the big cast. They officially announced the main cast of Avengers Doomsday. There's going to be more characters, and I want to see if you notice anyone that's missing. There's Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, Simu Lee Shang-Chi, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, Louis Pullman's Sentry from the Thunderbolts, Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, the new Black Widow, Danny Ramirez as Falcon, Ian McKellen is coming back as Magneto.
Oh no!
Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, Winston Duke is coming back as M'Baku from Black Panther, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Kelsey Grammer as Beast from X-Men.
That's awesome.
James Marsden as Cyclops from X-Men. Channing Tatum's Gambit, Wyatt Russell as U.S. Agent, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm of Fantastic Four, Rebecca Romijn is coming back as Mystique, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler,
That's awesome.
Letitia Wright as Black Panther, Tinoch Huerta, who's Namor, Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm, David Harbour's Red Guardian, Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, Eben Moss Bacharach as The Thing, and Anthony Mackie's Captain America are coming back.
What if we don't like the Fantastic Four? What if we don't like First Steps? What if we hate all of them? What are they going to do?
It's too late.
Yeah, it is.
It's too late.
They just erase everything, just like
they just won't bring them back. Like Kang, and they just like Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel isn't in this new one. People that are missing from Avengers is Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, Star-Lord, all the Guardians of the Galaxy, Hawkeye's Jeremy Renner, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, the Wasp is gone, War Machine is gone.
True.
Don Cheadle, all these people. Samuel L. Jackson's not there. True. Elizabeth Olsen's not there.
True.
This says Dakota Johnson's Madame Web's not there. Okay.
That one too. Well,
Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange isn't there. So there's a lot of people missing, but I think they're all still going to show up. They're just not the main cast.
Right. And they
So
probably are trying to save something, you know.
because it's basically a two-parter. Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
doing Secret Wars back to back.
Yeah. Which I don't know, man. I think that it's gonna fail. Like, because the Russo brothers, like, look, I tried watching the Electric State.
Oh yeah, that's one I have to watch
Dude,
still.
so like it's so bad. Like
Really, the
it's
dialogue or
really
what is it?
rough. It's the dialogue, it's the way the movie looks, it's the acting. Millie Bobby Brown is just I just don't think that she's a good actress. I think that she's given up. She's giving me Major Olsen twin vibes towards the end, where they were just like, dude.
There's something about actors when they have a guaranteed access to projects where their quality goes down. Like actors need to struggle again and not know when their next role is, so they put it all into their current role.
Yeah. Well, especially because she, like, you know, I'm very curious how Stranger Things is going to be. But Millie Bobby Brown aside, the Russo brothers, after Endgame, they haven't done anything good, you know? So it's like, it seems like, and Marvel hasn't done anything good.
You didn't like
And
Cherry?
I liked Cherry, but no, I did not like Cherry.
Yeah.
There's a scene where you're literally inside of Tom Holland's asshole, and the movie's supposed to be serious. Like that's all you really need to know.
Yeah,
about-
Tom
about
Holland is
Cherry.
one of those actors that I don't see anyone else except Tom Holland.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I just don't know how much longer Marvel is gonna go until they're finally just like, okay, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I think they need Fantastic Four to go well, and they're putting out all the guns with these next two Avengers movies. But we'll see.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland has a way out though if he does well in Christopher Nolan's movie.
True. Yeah. No, he's doing the Odyssey, right?
Yeah, the Odyssey. So we'll see how
Everybody's
that
in the
goes.
Odyssey right now, though. Matt
Yeah,
Damon's
it's-
in it too.
Everybody
Yeah,
is.
we'll see.
But that's the main big news from this week is Avengers. That's all I really wrote down because I just wanted to talk to you and catch up with you. So we didn't have a
Aw.
lot. I didn't have a lot to discuss movie news wise.
I miss you too, man.
I didn't say I missed you. I just said
Oh
I
yeah.
wanted-
No. I'm just yeah.
We have like another 15 minutes to talk. Kind of.
Oh shit. Well, what should we talk about? No, I'm just joking.
I asked you right before we started recording. I was like, "Do you have anything that you want to talk about?" And you're like, "No." It's like, it's been a
Yeah, I
year.
mean, I just
I don't either. I don't either, really. Like, I don't have a specific thing, but
Yeah, it's just because like just trying to get back in the groove
Yeah.
of this because it's been quite a while. But yeah, no, I'm curious. Like I've always had ideas of things to talk about, and I have like a book full of ideas
Yeah.
of
I've seen your
segments
big
and stuff
book.
like that.
How long have you had that? I feel like that you've had that for a long time.
I've had it for quite some time, and like it's now like it's like with jokes and like just show ideas and mainly stuff for this. Whenever I got the spark again, and the spark was when Elijah posted the TikTok, and I was like, okay, Elijah's been messaging me being like, hey, I'm gonna do this with or without you.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
just wanted to
I'm-
continue in some way. I think I said I want you there
Yeah,
in some capacity, but if it can't be full time, then I understand.
yeah. Which that's what got me being like, okay, you know what? I've been doing...
I had to send you the Notebook scene of what do you want?
Yeah, he did.
And then
I
finally,
love
and
that.
and then with no contact, I just sent it to you, and then you're like, "I'm free Mondays or Tuesdays or Mondays and Wednesdays, Mondays and Wednesdays."
Mondays and Wednesdays.
So I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay."
Which I'm starting a new job soon, so we'll see where. That's what I'm going to do after this. And I'm finally leaving my job, and that's something that's super exciting because I've been at the same job for almost 10 years.
Oh yeah, that's some news though too. In the year that we've been gone, the place you've been not. Oh, I don't know if you worked there, but you performed there, right? Johnny B's.
Yeah, Johnny B's is gone. Yeah,
That's
dude.
the place that was like your local.
That was the club. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do a lot of shows there, but they needed to do other things. They were struggling. But rest in peace. That was one of the first places I've ever performed at when I was 19 years old. I want to say 19 or 20. One of the first
Wow.
places I've performed at that was outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it was one of the worst shows I've ever done in my entire life. But it was memorable. One of the first shows my mom saw me do too. And I remember my mom saying, Justin, are you going to be okay with these people? Because everybody that I was with got hammered, and this was a drive me back to Grants Pass. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be fine. I could see that was the only time I saw the look in my mom's eyes. That was like, oh no, maybe he should have gone to college.
This is your profession. This is where you're going.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't know, dude. I'm ready to get back into talking movies because it's just like I just want to get back into talking and watching and studying, dissecting. It's just fun. There's nothing like
this. This helps my creative juices of just getting it out. You know,
Yeah.
It helps talking to someone.
We need friends again.
Like, I don't know. Like,
All my friends are on drugs.
This is like the part of my brain that I don't get to really expand with like a lot of my other friends. Like like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a specific part of my brain that I don't get to exercise as much.
Yeah, no, I find myself getting so frustrated because I'll like go to bars after work and stuff, and people would start talking movies to me, and some of the things that they'll say or like some movies that they like, I'm just like, oh god, it's like, what, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Like, do you know anything about this? It ends with us drama
I
with
do.
Blake Lively.
I know way too much about it. Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
Justin Baldoni directed It Ends With Us.
Yeah, everything I'm reading, I've never heard of him until he directed this movie, but everything I'm hearing is that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are kind of
Bullies.
really mean Hollywood people. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what it comes down to. I think it's like clash of egos. Especially, I think it was like, especially when you like look at all the text messages and because it's all out there, which is super embarrassing.
It's
like,
the new Amber Heard, just
100%. Where like I don't really think, but the difference between it though, and this might be controversial, and we'll see once like more and more stuff comes out. But the difference between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard in this is that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, they both suck, and like it's like, dude, we don't need to know about all this
They were
stuff.
both kind of wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. This, it sounds like a small director. He got the rights to this, and then he got this big name, and then she decided to take over. Like she wanted her Oppenheimer moment, a Barbenheimer moment with her husband. Have Deadpool and Wolverine, It Ends With Us released around the same time. They both were successful, and it's like she almost had it, but you can just see like there's something about her and Ryan Reynolds, the way they've been going out about it, where it's just like, I just don't believe them. And Justin Baldoni, everything that he says and stuff, like I just feel more for him because they've tried to like pay him off and be like, hey, just give up, just stop. And he's like, no, he's like, I'm going harder because you guys are trying to what is it? Defamation. They're like, you know, they're trying to say that he's a horrible person because, and who knows, but I wasn't there, but they've released all their text messages and their emails. So, I mean, like, I've been looking at it because
something I saw was they're trying to, like, Blake Lively is trying to accuse him of, like, being inappropriate by coming in while she was breastfeeding. But apparently there's texts that say, hey, come on in.
Uh-huh. Well, also, there was things of her saying that he went too far during a take. And it was while
and then they released the whole take.
Yeah, and she didn't realize that there was fucking dialogue.
Dailies, there was dailies.
Yeah. We could hear what they're saying, and it's him talking about his wife and her. Like, there's a bunch of shit that's like, she seems like she's so in the wrong. And the thing is, like, if I was her PR, if I was her and Ryan Reynolds PR, I would be like, dude, guys, just shut the fuck up. Just stop talking.
I think they're both trying to end it. They're just like, let's just end this case. Like,
yeah.
Because they're going to officially lose, but they're like, if we just drop it, then no one loses.
Well, even if they win the case, their careers are going to be significantly altered because of this, especially Ryan Reynolds. He just...
Did you see him at SNL 50?
Dude, yeah, it was so weird. It was so cringy.
And they're like, how you been, Ryan? He's like, why? Why have you heard?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's way too soon to be like, especially when you're trying to accuse somebody of doing some wrongdoings to your wife. What do? Like, your first outing is doing the SNL 50 at the making a joke about it. It's like, it's just weird. Yeah. It's an odd, off-putting. Like, you can just tell that they think that they're untouchable, which they used to be, but now they're not. And this is gonna ruin their. Like, I think that's why we didn't see his name on the freaking Avengers thing. I'm sure that they wanted to, but I'm sure they're like, Deadpool. They're like, I don't know if this is worth it.
It's very interesting. Like, I mean, I don't feel like the world's going to change if we see less Blake Lively.
I don't think so either, man.
But if we see less Ryan Reynolds, I think that's going to be a big difference. Like, he's been a household name for the last 10 years.
Yeah. And he's in some of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is Just Friends. I love Just Friends.
Yeah,
I watch Just
me
Friends
too.
every Christmas, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah, he's also really good in Definitely Maybe. Like, there's some good movies he's in.
Definitely, maybe The Voices is great.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
If you
done
want,
some
if
good
you
ones
like some
early on.
claustrophobia, fucking watch Buried. If you're weird like that,
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Buried sucks, dude. It's just him. It's him in a grave the entire time. I'm trying to get out, and he doesn't. Spoiler alert.
Whoa. Okay, well now
Yeah.
I don't have to watch it. Just kidding. I want to see him die.
Yeah, if you want to see Ryan Reynolds die,
I regret
Watch
saying
Buried.
that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's basically our catch up for now.
hell yeah,
It feels good to be talking to you again.
yeah, man.
I say that every 10 episodes, I feel like. But it's true. I do have a fact I want to ask you. Do you know how Johnny Depp got the role in A Nightmare on Elm Street?
How?
He had a famous actor friend who helped him get an audition and helped him for 2 days with the audition. Do you know who that actor was? Take a
Who?
guess. Someone you like.
Let me think. Actor friend. Is it Anthony Michael Hall?
That's a good educated guess from the era, but it was Nicolas Cage helped him for 2 days with the audition
No way.
and told him how to audition for it and got him the role. Yeah, he was a recommendation
So
from
you're
Nicolas
sleeping.
Cage.
You're sleeping, and then you're watching the TV, and then you get sucked up. That was probably all his idea. The blood is everywhere.
Yeah, that was news to me. I just read, because I'm reading Wes Craven's biography, and I just found that out. I was like, what? Nicolas Cage got him the role?
That's
Helped him
funny.
for 2 days with the audition. Because it was his
Aw,
first time
friends.
auditioning ever.
Oh, damn.
Didn't know that. Yeah.
Little Johnny Depp. Yeah, how old was he when he did that movie? He was like, what, like 18?
Yeah, like 18 or 19. Because he went to LA to become a musician, and he wasn't
Yeah.
successful. So,
I mean, yeah, have you seen his shows?
nah, he's just there, kind of just there, just to be there.
I can't wait for the movie with Lily Rose Depp, Ray Nicholson, and Jack Quaid.
I know. We should do an all-star lineup for Nepo Babies and see what kind of movie we can
down.
build.
I think so far Jack Quaid is the most likable out of all of them.
Seems like that's what the internet says too. A lot of people
Uh-huh.
are like, "This is our exception."
Well, because he does like a lot of different interviews. Like he was on Red Letter Media not too long ago. Those guys are amazing. And he does interviews with like little YouTube.
You can tell he
YouTubers.
loves movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just, like,
and you
in
can
the
just tell
know.
that. Yeah, you can tell he's just a genuine guy. And then he makes jokes about being a nepo baby too. And it's like,
Yeah.
I like the self awareness.
I just wrote this down for a future episode. Nepo Baby Avengers. We're gonna come up with
I love it.
the best
I love
lineup
it.
for those. So look forward to that in
Nepos,
the
assemble.
near future. But I guess that's about it for our episode. It feels good to be back. We're just
Hell yeah.
catching everyone up, saying we're still alive. History Popcorn's still popping,
Still
cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to go too in depth of just, what's it called? News. You know,
The news.
not so
fuckery.
dense, but
Yeah.
look,
like
we're
that.
back. Look,
We're back, baby. We are back. We are back.
Follow us on social media, TikTok. Justin's on Instagram. You can see when he's doing comedy shows in Oregon. I'm
Yeah, baby.
on social media as well. You can follow me on Twitch. I stream on Twitch sometimes. You can
Yeah,
check
dude.
that out.
You're twitching it up.
But yeah. Hopefully we see you next week.
Yeah.
And we're glad you're here, though. Let us know in the comments what you've been watching or any movie news that you have heard about, and maybe we'll talk about it and discuss it.
Hell yeah, brother.
But until then, good luck out in life. I don't know. I don't have a sign off.
We'll see your ass soon.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. We're excited to be back. You can tell by my monotone voice. But
I'm excited.
we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It smells like bacon in here.
It's that thing.
That is so fetch.
You love them and they know it.
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off? Yeah, I was high when I said that.
What we're talking about is money. Real money. Amigo money.
off, dickhead. I'm serious.